An artist arrives neither late nor early, but precisely when requested. For 30 days and 30 nights, Whisson travelled without respite, his home of Gondor softening into a distant memory. And when all hope looked lost, Collie refused to buckle at the knee of overwhelming odds. He would ascend that mountain. He would manifest his destiny.
I trust you've come alone as instructed.
I'm a man of my word, Achilles.
Good. Now for the real test. You are to complete a piece for a meeting of the council in 3 days.
Impossible. The trip one way almost struck me down.
And that is why we've made transportation arrangements.
Great. What is it then? A horse? A griffin?
A hybrid.
A hybrid horse griffin?
No, it's this 2014 Toyota Corolla.
Sorcerer.
It gets 57 miles to the gallon, has front and rear cup holders, and is not insured whatsoever. So, Mr. Whisson, are you up to the task?
Okay, let's just find some of those really important little marks. So I'll bring this line down here. It just wants to be in that nice little triangular line. And we have to think of this mountain as almost like the small Mount Fuji, which is just that classic volcanic shape. So I'll just bring in some of those little accents there. But then it does turn up. I'm always careful not to put the peak right in the middle there. That's always a major concern. But then we'll have this horizontal line which will really sort of double as the horizon line. But I'm going to need to get these lovely little darks in. So just find that placement. This is more about just trial and error, looking for those little placements of those important lines. And we've got that gate right in the foreground here. You may notice I'm actually developing a really nice little zigzagging S-shape composition here. So let's just bring that in there. Gonna put the paint around and just looking for those nice placement of those verticals as well. And this paint's really thin, so be super aware of that I'm really just smudging the paint on, getting a little bit of medium into these mixes. So now we're gonna work on this foliage. And remember, I'm not trying to paint a flat shape. It's more about getting that three-dimensional shape that foliage does create. So we'll just push that paint around, just getting some nice marks there. And it doesn't hurt to go a little smaller with these shapes because I can always make them bigger. I find if I go too big with foliage, it is a little harder because it's dark, it's warm. We're really getting those slightly thicker paint on now as well, so it's going to be difficult to go over it, correct it. With a mountain, it's a blue, so it's going to really match the sky mixture, so we're going to be well and truly sort of better off there. So yep, just want to step back. Let's get this little guy in here. Now we're getting those small bushes and shrubs, and you'll notice where I'm placing it as well, which is so important, right near that right-hand side of the little fence there. It's quite a quaint little shape, and I think that's what I love, was that little bit of light, the blues, the reflected blues on this shape. Okay, let's go for this guy. So now we can start to get into this foliage area. That's starting to work well. There's always an anxious moment when I'm bringing this foliage in because I'm not sure I'm going to go either too dark or too warm. They're probably the two concerns. That's where it's better to stay a little paler, a little cooler, and that normally means a little bluer as well. One good thing is if I don't go super thick with this paint, I can make corrections. But we'll get some of that snow in. Let's bring that little shadow down. So we've got the light coming from the right to the left. So we've got our shadows on the left-hand side. Just a few little delicate marks just to resemble just where that light is just rolling over that little cliff there. Yep, that's coming on nicely. So when we're painting, we do need to be our own little cheer squad and confidence builder, because every mark I'm trying to assess, is it harming me or is it helping me? It's almost like putting icing on top of the cake, this little part. So it's a lot of medium, tiny little bit of yellow ochre and a tiny little bit of ultra blue. Now we get up into that sky, so we'll get quite a bit of ultra blue, a little bit of phthalo green into this area, because it's not a bluey or an alizarin-y warm sky. It is more on that nice and greeny blue, so it's that cooler blue that we're looking at. So we're just reshaping. That's where, once again, I don't mind if I go a little bigger, because I now can just cut back in and reshape and find those edges as well. So that's what I'm more doing now, is looking for those edges, aiming to get those edges in. But once again, if I cross over too hard, I can also come back and do some little corrections as well. And this right-hand side is probably the more important side, because that's where the main light source on the mountain is, on that snow. Now we can get down into that foreground. So that's almost sort of the background and mid-distance complete, even though we can still go back into the mountain, the sky even though I don't like touching the sky too much, because that's only going to cause more concern. If I do, it'll be with a clean brush, and I'll do it as late as possible. So now just getting some of that foliage in. So we've really got 3 bands of foliage: the mountain stuff, the mid-distance, and then this foreground. So I'm looking for unity, but also a little bit of variety with the mark and what I'm getting in there, that shape, the colour, and let's get that lovely expression. That's why I do love these brushes. They just get the, there we come in just that little bit closer. Normally need to take a nice sort of even deep breath when I'm using this guy, because it's so easy to get sort of rushed and almost like I think I've got to get it done in one go. That's where that nice even breath formation, almost like when my father was teaching us as kids to shoot. We were keen target shooters, and it's that slowing down of the heart rate. Because really this is the whites and the lights that we're really sort of searching for to get the lovely little crisp edges. Okay, I think I better need that guy again. So we'll just get back into that grass, and I'm trying to paint a little bit of this up in front of that shape as well, so it doesn't want to feel like it's been stuck on, or it's just out in the open. It's naturally in the landscape now that it's part of the landscape. Okay, it's good to make sure that I'm braced and I'm also balanced, because boy, it is so easy to do too much with these. That's why it is good to make sure we're stepping back as well. That's where I really sort of have things come together.
Excellent work. I should have expected nothing less of the great Collie Whisson. You are relinquished of your duties.
It's great to get that one done. All we've got left is the return trip, so let's roll out.